this is the privilege that comes from like years of
Oh,
friendship, of
yeah.
late night talks, of crying to each other, spilling the beans, being
Right.
angry, even getting annoyed with each other. We've learned to like
Yes.
navigate through
Yeah.
each other's personalities, letting each other be who they are. We've kind of figured out a good balance.
And trust, of course, because I know that
Yeah.
whatever you guys are going to say or what you're saying, it's not from a bad place. Like, you literally have my best interest in mind. Like, it's not like,
Yeah, we're
it's like
always gonna root
something
for
that,
each other.
yes, it's like something that like always have zero doubt in my head. Level up, level up, level up. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of Girl, We're Winging It. I'm Jessie, and this podcast is all about real friendship. And I have my very two best friends here with me that finally decided to do this crazy podcast with me. So after
Finally.
surviving bad bangs,
Finally.
after surviving bad bangs and breakups and babies and a whole lot of other things in between, I decided, it's time to talk about this stuff out loud because I feel like if we're going through it, so is everybody else. So let's get into it.
Guys, Annie here. Welcome. Happy to be here. How about you?
I'm Melissa, and I was coerced here. I'm being held against my will. I'm kidding. I love my
Slightly
friends.
against our will. We're excited to be here.
So are you going to say
I'm-
your guys' real names or are you guys going to keep it like your government names?
No, my name is
I think this is
Melissa.
okay. Annie fits. I feel like
I mean,
we're familiar, right?
yes.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
makes it less complicated.
A little
yeah.
bit.
So people will be like, who are all
But
these weird names?
I think we should address the fact that you are going to constantly call me something else.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
She go by
Yes.
names.
But I can try and be like,
We can introduce
professional for the for the
Let's not.
podcast, or
Let's set the bar at realistic.
I mean, but we are trying to be ourselves, so that's why I'm like,
That's what I'm
is it
saying.
just
It's
gonna come
okay for
out
them to
right?
know. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so Melissa, even though it says on her screen, she's AKA Smelly,
That's right.
and that's been her name since we were in 5th grade.
That is
I think
true.
that's a pretty good segue to start. How did we meet? You guys started that friendship rolling, right? So you guys right from the get-go. How?
I met-
mean, it was. I think I think Smelly tells the story the best.
Yeah. Maybe.
We were at a school
met
dance, though.
Jessie.
Set the stage now. Set the stage.
Dual school in Calypso,
dance.
California.
In elementary. And it was our first, well, it was my first school dance. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Jessie's first school dance, but it was my first school dance. And my kids, the kids were being dropped off and picked up, My parents were really confident in my abilities to not be kidnapped.
Take care of yourself.
Just drop me off.
It was a different generation.
It was a different generation. Yeah. They were just like, déjala ahí. Like, just leave it there.
Yeah, she'll be fine. She'll find her way to the cafeteria.
I think at the time we weren't in the same class. So I think it was 4th grade. Because at the time we weren't in the same class. We still hadn't met each other. And I was just dancing, minding my business. And Jessie, of course, was swarmed by a bunch of people. Because Jessie is like powerhouse of the cell. So she's just always surrounded by a ton of
I like
people.
that description.
And it's like a typical little elementary dance where like the boys are like dancing in little huddles and the girls are dancing in little huddles, and we ended up people started getting picked up little by little, but then also like not everybody was dancing. Some people were really shy, and me and Jessie were just dancing, like just having fun. But Jessie, of course, was like the it girl,
was.
I don't remember. It was a lot of songs.
I was not.
You were.
For sure.
You were instantly like mean girl status. Who are you? But we hit it off.
I was like, yeah, for sure.
We hit it off.
So How
We
old
both had
were
the
you guys
same weird
right from the
humor.
get-go? Did we say how old we were?
I mean, we don't have to, but we I mean, it was same 4th grade. It was over
No,
20
when
years
you
ago.
met, at least. You don't say right now, but how old are you
I
when
Oh,
you met?
yeah. How old are you in 4th grade? Like,
we had to have been like 10. We had to have been like
yeah, like 10
10,
maybe?
11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I met Annie. It's
Hey.
funny because like in my screen I can see and I'm in the middle and it's like that's exactly how we
That's
met.
about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are in the
That's
middle of
about
mine too. We
right.
could be like the Brady Bunch. Sergio can I
Yeah.
mean, the producer can fix it.
Yeah. We met in junior
So
high,
we
right?
did meet in
In a
junior
language arts
high.
class, if I'm not mistaken. And I think well, I knew a little bit about you from meeting your dad at the time, right? He was
Mm-hmm.
a
Substitute
substitute
teacher.
teacher at the time. And I remember he was a substitute teacher in my 6th grade class. And he had a keychain with your photo on it, and you had a basketball, I believe, or something of the sort.
Yes, her
Mm-hmm.
So,
basketball.
like a weirdo, in comes 7th grade, and we have this class together, and I'm like, "Oh, I know you!" Like, out of whatever.
I know
And I
that.
remember that distinct memory of like feeling like I already knew you from knowing that keychain. Just no boundaries there. But we hit it off with our love for books, right? And that just
Yeah.
blossomed. And then somewhere along the line, you wanted to kind of bring those worlds together, and you introduced me to Jessie,
I
and
did. Jessie was
I mean, it
mean
was
though. It was
inevitable.
it
hard. It was
was.
because Jessie was always such a jelly beans, and so she just
I
didn't want
hate
any
new
new
people.
friends.
Never.
Little bit, little bit,
But I
No
think
new
little
friends.
eventually
bit.
she
No, no,
realized like you weren't going anywhere, and I
yeah,
wasn't
no, I
going to
was
let you
definitely
go.
intimidated, and I knew that there was a slight chance where I might go somewhere, if she wasn't totally
I
accepted.
feel like I loved
But
So
Annie though from the beginning. Like I
yeah,
instantly loved Annie.
yeah,
yeah, it
you
was
and your
mutual.
sisters.
And then she would always tell me I was pretty, so I liked her even more.
I mean, it was true. I don't lie.
You know what's
It
funny
was
is I
easy.
just remembered right now is that like when we finally got to 5th grade where me and Jessie were in a class together, the only class we've ever been in together, by the way, they split us up because we talked too much. And that just it's so much so that I had to move to a different classroom. And
Yes.
that also happened with me and Annie. We talked so much, but it didn't. But because we were in junior high, they didn't just change my classrooms. They just like split
Mm,
us up. So we had to sit at different
yeah,
tables. And we were just still
yeah.
writing back and forth, or we were just like still talking
We
from
just made more
afar.
friends. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah, it was good times.
Yeah.
So, I mean, flash forward 20 years, and here we are. And now we
Like
have
the
whole
blink of
ass
an eye, right?
families and careers and
Yeah.
keeping on with our education. It's just been one crazy ride after another.
It's been a roller coaster, girl. It's been like a roller coaster.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's crazy because we've always I feel like we've always been like not pushed apart, but we've always been apart like at some stage in our lives.
Right.
And we've always like come back. Like if nothing.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
I
when
mean,
Smelly
definitely.
went away to college
Yeah.
and then she would come to visit and then like I feel like everybody well, Annie didn't really live with me or like stay the night all the time like, my friends would. I always like Smelly over at my house.
Yeah.
It was so funny because we'd be like, Smelly, you come to my house. And she'd be like, let me ask my mom. And then I'd be like, you ask my mom. Let me ask your mom. She'd just be like, oh, no.
Hmm.
She'd be like,
They
I've
would just
definitely
drop me.
But
throughout
They
the
would
years
just drop
kind
me
of
off.
like, yeah. I think throughout the years, definitely kind of like at least from my part, I feel like these last 10 years, we've kind of coasted through our friendship a little bit. It's been kind of difficult to touch base and come back together and hang out like we used to, all these like anecdotes of us hanging out like, and getting into all these like little adventures. That's a little bit of a thing of a past, because now we have all these responsibilities and we meet up at birthday parties and functions and stuff like that. So
and
I love
podcasts.
this for us, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like at this point we should write like our eras book, right? Like what it was like in our, well,
For sure.
I don't know, maybe the 20s and 30s would be a little bit censored and then I
The sister
blank
traveling
pages,
pants.
blank pages, and then all of a sudden a child and a husband appear.
Goodness gracious, yes.
But I
There
don't
would
know,
be
what
a
do
lot
you
of
guys
gaps.
think? Definitely. Um, how was all that like for you guys in like would you say like, okay, your 20s were like your good years, your 30s, or do you feel like now that you're kind of getting like your groove that like your 40s are gonna be like the best?
I mean,
Yeah.
at least for me, yeah, those teen years, 20s were really that rough patch, just that ugly duckling stage. And I definitely feel more comfortable coming into my 40s now. Like, not that I have absolutely winging it, and that's the
Yes,
whole point of it.
literally
But
winging it.
but
Yes.
I
I
feel like
will
I'm
say
like on
that
a comfortable glide. Like
like
I
a
feel
lot
like
of
one of those
people
squirrels that have those flaps where you just fly and it seems like I'm just like making sense, but I'm just like just
You're like
coasting it through.
I feel
you're
like I'm
just
like in
looking
one of
good.
those suits that like wing up, you know? Like the ones where you're cliff
Yeah,
Yes.
those
diving.
glides, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And instead
for
of like
sure.
resisting backwards, I'm finally gliding. Like we got it. We figured it out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my
For
God,
sure.
that's so
But also it's
crazy.
I think more really reassuring that like a lot of people that are in their 40s or have already passed their 40s always say like at least the women that I've met like these are going to be
Mm.
the best years. Like these are going to be the best years of your life. You're forward like you're mature enough. You're still young to cuz to us it feels existential. To us it feels like damn, we're 40. Like
Yes.
what is
Like
happening?
doomsday.
Yeah,
Yes, like
but
I'm gonna wake up on my 40th birthday and I'm gonna just like get up in my walker and walk to the
yeah, like
restroom.
everything's gonna creak, you know.
Automatically.
Automatically.
But the women that I have,
But
talked
I don't
to.
know. Then again, I'm like, I think about like,
Can you hear me?
what were you saying, Smelly? Finish your thought.
Sorry, it's like
Yeah,
reconnecting.
it's okay.
Oh yeah,
Once you
definitely.
reconnect, we'll just snip, snip, snip.
Excuse me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I was thinking, like, okay, I hear people and they're like, oh, I wish I was in high school again. Like, who do you guys feel that way? Like, do you guys feel like you were in high school? Like, would you, would you want to like, would it be like, okay, a kind of like a thing
No.
that I know now type? I want to go back
You
and,
can't stop speaking fast enough for us to say no. Like,
Yeah.
no, no,
It's like that
no.
meme. That's
We
what I was doing right
survived
now.
high
You know that it's
school.
where the F just prolongs the
yes, it's like, oh, I
no.
don't know. I just,
It wasn't all bad. I mean, at
I
least from my
understand that
experience,
for
I had.
some people. I understand that for
Mhm.
some people that's where they peaked. Like that was like the
yeah,
best time of their
true.
life, but which is kind of sad. But no, I was awkward and um in a sensitive state. This is not
I was in the
okay.
delicate state.
Yeah, there were touch and go moments
Oh
there. It
God.
was fun. I had a lot of fun. I think after I met you guys and I realized that I had my people. I still felt like I there was some I just felt a huge need for growth and like trying to get away. It felt like um from just our families and like how we were growing up around them and just the trauma we were
Mhm.
going through
Yeah.
and that we shared and that we were mutually kind of like understanding about. And I think that's what affected our childhood or our high school years the most. That made it so that it wasn't something that where we felt like that was like a peak moment for us.
And then
I'm gonna say, sorry.
oh, no, no, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm gonna
No,
say
no.
that was also a strong factor in why you and I became so close. I used school and books and all of that to kind of escape, and do that, and I connected a lot with you in that regard, where we're just trying to stay at school as much as possible, avoid home. Excuse me, but those things that
wasn't
we've been through life, always being able to come back to you guys and kind of touch base. And even though sometimes we kind of like, trauma dump or what have you, but it's really just touching base and being like, okay, so you're going through it too? All right, great. Love you. Talk to you soon.
Yes.
yeah.
So, and it's been that way for, since our youth, just different stages, but since our
Right.
youth, definitely.
It was more of like a
We've-
means to an end, you know?
And then we were only able to all be together in high school for like literally one semester.
That was it. Isn't that crazy? Like
That's it.
usually you think back and you're like, oh, these people have been friends 30 years. They went to high school and elementary and they
Yeah.
basically lived
No,
together. Me and Annie went to school for 3 years
a little bit
together.
longer. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit longer,
Me
but
and
that's
Jessie
about
Because
it.
you guys
only
went to
went to
junior
school.
high.
Me and Jessie only went to school yeah, we went to school for 3 years. 2 years in elementary and then 1 year in high
In
school.
high school. We were in the
Mhm.
French club. I was so
You
mad.
were in the no. You were in the French club.
When I say we, I meant I.
And then Smelly gets
we yes
reluctantly dragged along.
As in
all I know how to say in French is we and how to count to 5 because they
I
had us
was like,
selling
Smelly,
sandwiches.
let's join the French club. We have to sell croissants so we can go to France. I was so pissed when I don't know how many freaking croissants I sold and they didn't even take us. I was like,
You
what
didn't
the
even
fuck? I want
go.
my money
Yeah,
back.
it was only the upper class people, the upperclassmen that were going. We should have
I was
known.
like,
Madame Bonfils.
of
That's right,
course.
Madame Bonfils.
La Madame Bonfils. So, okay, speaking of, I found my yearbooks. Well, my mom found the yearbooks. When she was cleaning out, I went cleaning out her closet. When she was cleaning out her closet, okay, and they're all like, I don't know. I think I found one yearbook where like Smelly signed it, and she wasn't even like at that junior high, and there was other ones where I was just like,
Super random.
yeah. But it's because, somebody, I feel like we were always there hanging out. So it's like, even though none of us were at the same school or you guys were together, but not with me, like we
Yeah.
always had the same circle of friends.
Yeah, we did.
Or we knew the same people. Basically, because
Yeah,
it's a small town. Like, even now, you
that
run into
too.
people, and it's like couples or people that we went to school with that remained couples since then.
Right.
I don't think I really talked to anybody else that I went to school with. Not even when I moved.
But I feel
Mhm.
like everybody kind of knew you though
Because of you.
already.
Probably.
You're like a
I think-
social
okay.
butterfly.
This is hilarious, okay? I only went to school for one semester, literally, like a semester. And then Smelly left. And then I was like, I don't want to go to school anymore. So then I was homeschooled. But I would still kind of go to the events and like we would still kind of have parties and hang out or whatever. And Smelly was there also, like when she'd kind of visit in high school. So, but I mean, but then all these people like knew me, but I don't know how.
Everybody remembers you from high school vividly, but you were rarely ever there. Nobody.
Exactly. Isn't that so weird?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
It
not that
is.
weird once you get to know you. I think people understand in a couple
I'm
of
very
episodes why.
memorable.
Yeah. I mean, we kept you for a reason, like.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But
So
you
now-
are. You definitely, even now, even from 4th grade to now, you're still surrounded by like random people that remember you,
true.
that know you, and then we have to know them by association, and then that's how they know us.
You're like, and
It's
then I have to,
true. It's true.
I have to talk to them. I know. I'm always like, hey guys,
Which is
guess
okay,
what?
because I think it throws us into situations that we maybe need to kind of expose ourselves to, or it throws us
Yes.
into relationships or people or friendships that grow separately, or they sprout some other projects that we're now invested in, and we love that. We
For
love
example.
you.
Look
at us here.
Example number
Look
one,
who's here.
the podcast.
This is our love.
This recording, which
For
will be
sure.
forever on YouTube.
So Now, looking back, anything that was not in your bingo card, like, 17-year-old smelly, 15-year-old smelly, Jessie being homeschooled, look, your life now, something you would not imagine. Put you on the spot.
I will. Smelly's like, well, I have a few things in mind.
I'm trapped in the
Girl, I
closet,
feel like
guys.
I've
Like
been,
I'm
I feel
literally,
like I've, I
yeah.
feel like I've been wanting to switch
This,
my bingo card like since my 20s, girl. Como, ¿dónde está mi bingo card shuffler?
I mean, this podcast for me is definitely was never in my bingo
yeah,
card. I don't
this.
think this
No,
is I'm pretty much of a hermit as best as I can be, almost on purpose. So doing this is
right.
definitely out of my comfort zone. But with you guys, it's easy to get comfortable. So I feel like this
Yeah.
is gonna.
Well, I think okay, so during COVID, I feel like I self-isolated more, and I think that led to like me being straight up depressed. And so now I can kind of recognize the pattern of me isolating and just delving into my own things, and then I see like my mood swings, or I see how I'm like neglecting myself or not giving myself
Yes.
time, or I'm not filling my cup with like socialization, right? And so I think with with us also, like, we always have to, like, because with us it's different. Like, if it's you guys, like, I don't mind you guys coming to my house or me going to your guys' house and doing all that, you know? So it was just never, it was a non-issue. But scheduling ourselves to just give each other time without like being
Mm-hmm.
interrupted, you know, like without having like
Yes.
my kids there, your spouse is there, my spouse there, something going on, like where we don't have to meet at an event somewhere where other things are interrupting that. I think
Right.
that was is the one thing that I'm like, if this is how we're gonna do it, you could have told
This is
me like you could have told me like we're gonna be filming a documentary in Iceland, and like we have to show, yeah, so that, and I would have been like, you know what, hell yeah,
yes.
that's what we
Absolutely.
need, you know? And so I
We
think
definitely
this
need a
is
documentary.
definitely one of those situations where like although it's uncomfortable right now, because we're not used to it and because we're exposing ourselves and because we're putting ourselves out there, I really appreciate this time with each other, which I love.
I
I
think,
love you guys.
yeah,
It's that
that I think
unconditional
that's
love
what's
that,
gonna resonate for sure.
right. It's that
And I
unconditional
I
love that,
appreciate getting to know you guys again throughout these, because again, these 10 years, COVID, a little bit before COVID, we were barely, being able to get together and organize ourselves. Everything was so
Yes.
busy. And then COVID hit, and then everything, like, we meet and it's just a little lunch or something that's very busy. So getting to know you guys again, and I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that we haven't been able to share with each other. So
yeah. and
Yes.
and i
mm,
and i do
tune
acknowledge that
in.
there might be some stuff that we probably can't share here.
Yes, please.
No, probably not.
But
Probably not.
There
But
are things we will
tune in
just
for
keep
most of it, I
to the
guess.
group chat or not even, right? Because then,
yeah,
if like my husband the other day was supposedly charging my phone, I was like, I know how to
no.
charge my phone. I know how to charge my phone. You ain't got to charge my phone. So I'm like, okay. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, there's like different stages, right? It's like we all go through things and we're adulting, and
Yeah,
it's like, okay, well, adulting is not fun at all. But having, best friends to do it with obviously, makes it a lot easier. Even though we haven't been able, or we don't get to see, or maybe I feel like now that I'm gone, I feel like I see you guys more than when we literally live within blocks of each other, if that makes
it's
sense. Like
crazy.
literally
Yeah,
blocks.
Literally.
yeah,
But it's like I feel like we have just there's a certain openness and honesty that I can have with you guys, that even like a very, let's say, a close friend, that I have close friends that I may share similar information with. Like, it's just like you guys know like me, como Jessie, raw, open and raw and honesty, um and I feel that's what kind of like has kept us always together, is like the honesty. the sincerity, the honesty to just be like, you know what, Jessie, like you need to shut the fuck
You
like you
you
need to stop that.
tripping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you're tripping or you're if I'm
Yeah.
like complaining and you're like, no, you're wrong. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
I
well,
mean,
fine
I
then.
think we still try to be gentle with each other because we know each other's
Yes,
personalities. But I
yes.
think that helps, that we can be frank with each other, that we can be really like straightforward with each other in a way that we know each other's gonna understand tactfully. Because I think that if we heard it from other people, we would be like, "You don't know me."
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
Excuse
Well,
me?
this is the privilege that comes from like years of
Oh,
friendship, of
yeah.
late night talks, of, crying to each other, spilling the beans, being
Right.
angry, even getting annoyed with each other. We've learned to like
Yes.
navigate through
Yeah.
each other's personalities, letting each other be who they are. We've kind of figured a good balance.
And trust, of course, because I know that whatever you guys are going to say or what you're saying, it's not from a bad place. Like, you literally have like my best interest in mind. Like, it's not like,
Yeah, we're
it's like
always gonna root
something
for
that,
each other.
yes, it's like something that like always have zero doubt in my head. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, because you know
Same,
that
same.
I think sometimes we don't think about it because we're just we get self-absorbed into our own lives, but like there are people that don't wish you well, you know?
no,
There are
Right.
right.
people that have
That
like
could exist all the time.
right, like and I think now that I've like been more into like I don't know, my rocks and like and when I say rocks, I mean like my crystals and learning about them and learning about like people's negative energies and negative intentions. I think I've been a little bit more open to the idea that people really wish you malice, dude. Like people
Yeah.
really don't like to
Yes.
see you succeed. So
No.
for us to have each other knowing that like that's all we want for each other. We want what's
Right.
best. I mean, sometimes failure is necessary to redirect you in the things that you need to achieve. And that's okay too. And sometimes we need that reminder. And and coming from somebody else, it can come off as like you're wishing bad on me, but from each other, it comes off as like, hey, you really do mean a lot to me, and I really do wish you the
Yeah.
best.
Absolutely. I love you girls. You guys are great.
I know. Love you too.
I
And
love
those
you
beautiful
guys.
jewels that Smelly's talking about are the beautiful jewelry she
It's
wrapped.
a
It's
new adventure
amazing
this
work.
year. I can't believe it's already October. I
My
started
How
in
long
God.
have you been?
January. My first wire
Mm.
wrap was in January, and it looked a
I
hot
cannot
mess.
believe it's been so fast. No,
I've
like
always thought
seriously,
your
your
work is
work.
beautiful.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I've always thought it was beautiful. I would tell you, I'd be like, hazle wrap como the other
Girl, it
way.
looked like I wrapped it with my feet. Like it was bad.
Well,
Girl, if that's the
that's
foot
impactful.
edition, I'll
That's
take it.
very creative. You're talented beyond measure.
I'm gonna post it
Girl, I'll be on,
on the
yeah,
OnlyFans
your fucking
accounts, like
OnlyFans with the feet, like wrapping,
wrapped copper wire wrapped with feet. I might say, hey, it might be our next like
girl.
money maker, you know?
Yes, I'm not saying it's. Look at all I'm saying is I support you.
Thanks.
That's
Okay.
also been a crazy adventure because how many businesses have, I mean, between the
Oh
both
my
of you
God.
guys are entrepreneurs by all means, but I bow down. I mean, seeing you guys grow through all these, I mean, motherhood, businesses, all that, going back to school, that has been amazing as well. You know what I mean? Seeing you guys grow through all that, it's
Yeah,
been
I think
something
these
else.
last 5 years has been really
Lot.
crazy.
Yeah.
It was like pent up energy and like pent up like dreams, just kind of like boop boop boop. Let's check these off.
And then I felt during COVID, we basically would vlog, right? Would vlog each other. And I feel like every other month I felt like, oh, Smelly's pregnant. And then like pregnancy test. And then like a pregnancy test, Jesse's pregnant. And I'd be like, are these pregnancy tests or COVID tests? I'd be
Oh
like,
my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Yeah, that's another one that I didn't think that would be on my bingo card is being like a household of five, like having some like I it doesn't sound like a lot, but I have 3 children. That's a lot of kids.
Girl, I have 2 and that's a lot. I'd be like, "No." Like, that Mexican mom pressure is real.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
"Oh, have a baby. You're married?" 5 seconds later, "Have a baby." And then I have the baby. Your baby's alone. You need to have a sibling, so we'll be alone for the rest of their life. Have another one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ugh. After the second one, I was like, "Nope."
My mom went to the, fall festival recently with my kids because I was working, and I didn't want them to miss out, and she sends me a message, and she's, like,
She's like, "Fuck
sweating,
these kids."
pobrecita, she was, like, sweating. Like she's like, "I
Rude.
can't." She's like, "I think I'm dehydrated and my blood pressure is going down. I've only been here an
Girl.
hour." And I'm like, "Mom, I'm sorry. Like, just go
You gotta
back
prep
home.
for
It's
that.
okay." Yeah, but then I was like,
He's super
"You
confident.
wanted this."
For real.
Remember?
Like,
You
don't even get me started.
Right?
Sometimes I'm like, she's like, "Oh, the kid," and I'm like, the only grandchildren that you have." I'm like, "That I gave you." And my sister's like, "That's true, mom. She did give you 2."
That's crazy.
It's a lot.
But yeah.
So I have, let's see.
Mhm.
These are the top 5 sisterhood codes, okay?
Okay.
So
Go.
I'm gonna read
Let's see.
them, and you
We'll see if
guys
we agree.
tell me what you think.
Okay, go.
So I don't think they're in order from like, oh, 1 is the number 1 to 5. No, I think just numbered 1 through 5. So maybe you guys can, or we can decide which one is number 1. Okay, so number 1 is show up. Even late, presence beats perfection. I feel like
Okay.
that's should be number 1. Okay,
I think yes, generally yes.
like just show up. Okay, I feel like at this point, even if I'm like 40 with like 2 kids, if I go, I'd be like, I'm gonna go to Smelly's house and I'm just gonna take a nap. And like, I don't even think she would care if I was just sleeping and snoring and farting on her couch.
No.
Her kids would probably be poking at me, but I'm like, "Mm."
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2, celebrate loudly. Your friends win is your win.
Absolutely.
Agreed?
Absolutely. Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Number numéro 3. Check in, even if it's thinking of you text. I feel like we do that a lot too.
Yeah. I think
Like,
I'm worse at the social media and texting than you guys because you guys will be gangbusters all day. But we definitely
I
Until
sound
yeah.
like
Before
until
I
Courtney
you
know
all
it,
the
I'm
time.
like, oh, I'm gonna check back
until we're
in,
you're
and it's
not
like 200
answering and we're
messages. I'm
constantly
like,
tagging you like she's not like and then
Yes.
when you don't answer us there, then we reach out to your significant other
yeah, no,
because we
yeah,
know
we have
Yeah.
she'll
different
reply
points of
right
attack.
away. Yeah.
We're like, I know you see us.
Yeah, different
Mhm.
points of attack.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I know
no,
she saw
I got.
me.
Yeah.
No, the funny thing is like, why do you guys send voice texts? I can't check those at work. Annie, she's always saying that. Why do you send me voice? I can't listen to
I'm
this.
always I'm like trying to be professional. I'm like trying not to look, and it's just horrible. But I try to stay in touch as possible or be on the phone as much as possible. But we do a pretty good job at staying in touch. I think that's incredibly important for sure.
Okay.
What's the
Number
next?
4. Ooh, this is a good one. Keep the group chat sacred. That's our safe space and our therapy.
Yes,
Yeah.
valid.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
I mean, sharing you can't say you don't share stuff with your significant other that we talk
Right.
about, but definitely with filters. I'm so sorry, but
Yeah.
it is what it
Yeah.
is. I'm not gonna. This
For
is
sure.
definitely a sacred space, and there's definitely things that I share with you guys that I feel comfortable sharing with you guys and just you, right?
Yeah.
Which
Right.
is going to be interesting now with the podcast because it's just you guys and then anybody else who's watching,
All right.
right?
And
But
the whole
Right,
world.
right.
and the whole world.
Right. But there's
No.
also stuff, how like like there's like secrets that you hold over people because like that's what
Mhm.
it is too. Like we know things
That's
about
that's
each
what's up.
other that
You know
could
what?
definitely put us in jail.
On to the
Yeah.
next. Continue. The next one.
All right, let's go to the next
Let's go to the
number.
next one.
Okay, this is number 5. Forgive quickly because life is too short to hold grudges when you're already holding laundry.
Absolutely. I don't remember a time of being upset with you guys, which is, I mean, probably, do have conflict from here or there, but never holding grudges with you guys, never feeling, I mean, even the thought of getting upset with you guys, it's just such an ick. So definitely
Right.
you have to talk it through. And even I feel confident if I had an issue with you guys or something were to happen where I felt uncomfortable, I could come to you and speak honestly
Yeah.
and it wouldn't there's no extra situation or an extra argument to come out of it.
Yeah, because I think that's normal and healthy. Like we're
Yeah.
gonna have disagreements, we're gonna have opinions, we're gonna have everything and all my everythings. And that's to me, if we did it, that would be weird. Like,
Yeah. But I think also we're just not assholes with each other. Like,
No. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
you know?
it's not that weird
Uh,
because we respect each
yeah.
other's boundaries, we
Yeah.
understand each other's trigger points, so we don't fuck
Right.
with each other either, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, we're not disrespectful or rude with each other
mm-mm.
either in any kind of way. Like we acknowledge that like kindness definitely that and like comedy, straight fire comedy.
For sure. For
Core
sure.
core assisted in the chat and our friendship.
Yeah, you can't be
yeah.
offended if
Yeah.
you're laughing.
Yeah.
It's just too much. Like instead of crunches, I'll be like, I'm gonna go sit and talk with him for 5 minutes so I can get my crunches in.
For sure.
So, what do you guys think? Was
Mm.
that a correct order? Show up should be number one, or what do you guys feel like? Or what? Let's better do it this way. What is your number one? Like, what is your love language? What is your number one sisterhood code?
I
Oh,
think
that's
spending this
hard.
quality time is definitely important to me. I think I've missed out on that and being able to feel like I connect with you guys because like again, the phone for me it's limited. I don't texting isn't as I don't get as much from it as I do with like watching you guys or talking to you guys,
Watching me roll
and
my
all
eyes.
laughing,
Yeah.
our facial expressions, everything. It's a whole experience.
So show up.
So spending quality time together, I think, in whatever form, even if it's in podcast form, right? I think that's my number
I
one.
I think mine would be celebrating each other's success. Like no matter how big, no matter how small.
Yes.
I think that's like it's as if it's your own because I think because we know how much difficulty we've each endured because we went to each other,
Right.
and we know how
For
impactful and
sure.
meaningful it might be to you. And I think also sometimes we undermine our successes. So it's kind
Yes,
of like great to
definitely.
hear each other like kind of
Right.
put each other on a pedestal like that because we should be celebrating our successes like that. I think that's
Yes. I don't know, I
Mhm.
feel like I like all of them, but I think the one that is most important for me is check-in, even if it's just a thinking of you text, because I feel like so much crap happens throughout the day that, we don't always get a chance, to write in our group chat or, we just, we're going through something and sometimes I will be having the worst fucking day and then I'll get a good morning, love you, or good morning, hope you guys have a good day and stuff. And I'm just like, okay, like everything's gonna be fine. Like the world is a better place. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna worry about this because yeah, because I know at the end of the day, at least for me, I'll always have you guys.
Yes.
So
And
For
I
I
us
think we
love
too.
that.
can all agree that definitely on the top of the priority list, since we all got up in arms about it, is that our chat is sacred.
Yes.
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 Very priority
All of
list.
the
It has to.
above. Yeah.
I
They
think
might
it's been
shift
sacred
around
for
from
me.
time to time. Yeah. But definitely.
For
Awesome.
sure.
So you
Yes.
guys, we made it through our first episode. Wasn't that fast?
Amazing. That was
That
fast.
was
It
fast.
was.
I think it took me longer to connect everything and figure
I
my
think I was trying to
electronics
figure out how
out
to see you guys.
than
Well, this is great. I love that. This is
I
really
hope you
fun.
guys had fun, and I'm looking forward to so many more episodes.
Yes.
And
thank
so that's it for our first episode of Girl, We're
Hmm.
Winging It. If this made you smile or feel a little less alone, hit follow, leave a review, and share with your besties. the
Please.
best thing you can do is listen to our podcast and get your beverage of choice and, listen to our crazy lives. And I'm sure it resonates with somebody out there. So
Thanks
take a
for
deep
joining
breath,
us.
pour a cup, and remember, we're all just winging it.
Absolutely.
So anything you girls want to plug before we end the episode?
No,
Any
not right now.
businesses, any projects?
Not yet, not for me at least,
All
but
right.
more to come, at least from Smelly.
Yes. Smelly.
From all of us, something will happen.
All right.